DVD, bootleg, live streams, but that don't stop the wine. How's y'all doing? Y'all see my shirt? Y'all see it? Black women are the what? Black women are the what? Now, this really should say, you know, all women, but you know, we got to rep our own. Black women are the what? Hey guys, now let me know. Can y'all hear me? Can you see me and everything? All right, I'm working these streams myself. I ain't got no tech team with me. Not today, dog. Not today. What's going on? You guys know? Okay, just in case. Okay, just in case you guys are new. All right, welcome. Hit new if you're new. Okay, hit new. Now, I'm a little jet lagged. Almost missed my flight to get out here, okay? On 3 hours of sleep, because I'm the type, every time I take a trip, I like to clean the house before I leave and do all my laundry and do all that other stuff because I want to come back to a clean house so I can pick up where I left off. Child, I almost missed my flight, but thank God for TSA PreCheck. Okay, because I slid right through the line, got right on the plane. Literally, when I walked into the plane, they were boarding my section. Okay, Comfort Plus. Come on, I got them points from Delta. How's you doing? How's Los Angeles? I don't really like LA like that. You know, I only come out here for work or if a friend drags me out here. Make sure I ain't got no lipstick. If a friend dragged me out here, but for the most part, I don't do LA. I don't do it like that. It's just, I'm a Florida girl. I'm true to this. You know, I'm true to a Florida girl. I don't want no impersonation bitches. You understand what I'm saying? I want real bitches, real people, no fake shit, okay? All right? We wearing Chanel bags, but with one C, not two. Okay? That's what we doing in Florida. We keep it real like that, okay? Now, just in case y'all don't know, okay, we letting everybody get on up in here, but we ain't gonna wait for them. We sure wait because we got 2 shows, okay? I know it's Labor Day. Unfortunately, you know, even though we have holidays as laborers, we still got to work on Labor Day. So I don't know what we celebrate. I don't understand why we have a Labor Day at all. Okay, we supposed to not labor on Labor Day, but instead they're celebrating us working folk. You know, it's just the holiday system is a very profitable system, and let's be honest, Labor Day is just another day for them folks to make some money off of our labor. Okay, and if there's no labor, there's no money. You understand? Okay, so listen, guys, listen. This is an open call-in show. Y'all know how happy hour goes. And if you do not know how happy hour goes, happy hour is all about us, all right? We get off work. We drop the kids off. You know, we got some things that's on our mind. So we go sit at the bar and we usually talk to a bartender or we go meet a friend and we unwind some things. It ain't got nothing to do with no celebrity gossip at all. Okay, we'll laugh about the niggas later after this show. Okay, because we're gonna head over to TashaKLive.com for the celebrity portion of the show. But this portion got everything to do about our wine. Okay, and if y'all see the title today, the winos is really getting serious on some things. Okay. I mean, just the mere fact, I love the transparency of it all. You know what I'm saying? That's why they can't stand us. They be like, why do y'all talk about people like that? Why do y'all address those hard to hit issues? Because we put our own shit on the table. And when you got winos white men talking about, should I stay? Should I keep doing, should I keep seeing this guy? And he like to taste his own cum and it smell bad too. But for some reason, I keep going back. You know what I'm saying? Why we can't talk about everybody? Why we can't unwind everybody? Okay, what you confused about, Diamine? What you confused about? So listen, we're going to put the link in the chat. I want the moderators to take the link and keep adding the link. Okay? First come, first serve. When you get up in here, you guys can call in and ask your questions. All right? Listen, we got to filter how we filter, okay? If people get on here with that bullshit, don't worry. We're going to click them off. That's what we're going to have to do, all right? But for the most part, you know, the winos really, really get it. They really get what this show is about. Please save your YouTube questions for emails. I'm not giving no YouTube classes or nothing like that. That is for another portion of the show, and it's not this one, okay? This is about our stuff, okay? Let me get my water. I'm tired, jet lagged, all the above. I'm on 2 hours of sleep. You know, you can't sleep on no plane like this, you know, so. But once I get this oil in me, it's going to change some things, okay? And so, listen, moderators, y'all keep dropping the chat. Remember, this is an open call-in. You can show your face. You don't have to show your face, okay? But I'm going to start out by, I'm going to let somebody get in here first, and then we'll read a question. So what we'll do is we'll probably take 2 people. Make sure I have no damn lipstick. I feel like this lipstick's right here. We'll take 2 people, and then we'll do a question. So y'all make sure y'all go on and hit the link and come on in here and just be patient. I'm going to try to get through everybody as much as I can, okay? The StreamYard link is in the live, okay? Can y'all see it on YouTube as well? Can y'all see the link? Can you? Let me open up YouTube and make sure. Hold on for a second, because, you know, I'm doing all this tech stuff myself. Hold on real quick. All right. Okay. Y'all do see the link. Okay. Y'all do. Make sure y'all posted it in the YouTube chat box as well. All right. So we're going to start with Sai. Like I said, 2 questions from viewers, from call-ins, and then we'll do a question where you can email. So if you don't want to call in, email me your question. Okay. UNWINEWITHTASHAK@gmail.com. Let's go and get started. How you doing, Sai?
Hello, Tasha K. I'm so excited to talk to you.
I can't see you. Why can't I see? There we go. I'm like, why I can't see your face, child? We want to see that beautiful face. What's going on?
Hi. Wait, let me take my hair down.
Oh, what's going on? What's your question? First of all, where are you calling from?
Queens, New York.
Okay, shout out to Queens. I was just out there last week.
Oh, really? Oh, my
goodness. Well, I was in Brooklyn, though. You know, Queens and Brooklyn, 2 different things. I know how it goes. Okay. I know how it goes.
So my question to you would be 2 questions. One is off the record, one is off on the record.
You know, you call it live, talking about on the record and off the record. Just go on and spit it out.
Okay. So what would be your advice for Black boys in America today?
Speak up. What you mean, Black boys in America today?
And what would be your for standing up for themselves and for their families?
What would be my advice for Black boys on how to stand up for themselves and their families?
Yes, in the day like today, especially for themselves.
Entrepreneurship. I think young men and young women should be educated quickly on the importance of entrepreneurship. And that's how you set up. Once you teach people the skills, you don't have to be an excellent communicator to be an entrepreneur. There are plenty of entrepreneurs that are excellent communicators, that are not so good communicators. But I think everybody should learn a skill or a trait and sell that skill or a trait. That's what I think.
That's true, because I noticed that when I do communicate, I get very nervous.
You got to talk on the camera now. All right. We're trying to hear you.
Yes, when I communicate, sometimes I get very nervous. Like right now, I'm super hot. Hold on, I gotta put my hair back on.
Okay, you fine though. You fine. It's cool, baby. We all get nervous. I got nervous before this show started. I get nervous all the time. And I say a prayer and I do some push-ups and then I keep pushing. So what's the question?
Okay.
So what's the second question?
And the second question would be, do you have a P.O. box? Because I would love to make something and send it to you.
I don't, because people have tried to poison me and kill me, child.
Oh.
All
right.
Now listen, you can send me an email. Words are my effort. You know how we all have different love languages and stuff?
Yes.
I'm a stickler on people saving their money, unless it's something that's going to entertain you. Like, you know how we have a live show on October 20th in Miami? See,
Yes.
what you're paying for, you're going to get that back in a night of laughter. You know, you're going to be able to unwind. You're going to entertain yourself. You're going to take your mind off of things. But just sending me some, baby, I don't need it. My husband, listen, my husband used to be the flowers, the cards type husband. I had to stop all that. It's a waste of money. It's bad on the earth. Why are we picking flowers from the ground that died 3 hours, that died 3 days later? I can go outside and smell flowers if I want. My thing is quality time, spending quality time with y'all. You know what I'm saying? And that's just it. And words of affirmation. So when you send me your emails that I get telling me to keep going, keep pushing, don't let nobody silence me. You know what I'm saying? That's how I receive love. And that's why I give love the same way.
Yes. Well, keep going, keep pushing, and don't let nobody silence you.
Thank you, baby. That's all I need to hear.
Okay.
Thank you. Any other questions?
No, that's it.
Okay. Now you
Talk
got
to you,
kids, you
actually.
got to push in the entrepreneurship. You got a son.
Yes, I do. And
So what you gonna do? You gonna go to Sam's Club?
mm-hmm.
Where you stay? Matter of fact, don't tell me exactly where you stay, but do you stay in a very communicative area, a socially diverse area, and stuff like
Yes.
that?
Yes.
Good. Get that little boy out there selling water and candy bars and everything. Push him. The rejection will push him to go further. And once he start tasting that money, you know what I'm saying? He gonna want more of it. But just make sure everything that he's selling is legal, including weed, because we can do that legal now too. Okay.
True. Thank you for always being real. I love it.
Anytime, baby. Anytime. Thank you. All righty. All right. So that's how it goes. So y'all call in. You use the link in the chat. The moderators have the link. Please don't ask no questions about YouTube because I don't even know. Okay. Listen, my check get garnished just like y'all's check. Okay. So really ain't no control over here. But if y'all want a question about YouTube and how to start a YouTube and everything, please email me unwinewithtashak@gmail.com. And if you do not want to be on video, email me your question and I'll read it. unwinewithtashak@gmail.com. Let me know if you want to remain anonymous or not anonymous, okay? And so remember, no YouTube question. Hey, I am what I am.
How you doing, Tasha? You know, I've been watching for a long time.
Thank you. Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Raleigh, North Carolina.
Okay,
So,
shout out to Raleigh, the
I think I'm
country.
reaching for you. Yeah, well, Raleigh's kind of nice though. It's kind of.
I know it's the country though. I love it. I love the country.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice.
Yeah. What's your question though, baby?
Oh, I want to ask you this question. Sometimes it's some observations. I mean, you know, I'm kind of like, I don't know. You probably hear the way I comment on things. It's kind of different sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But do you ever consider going back to college or go to school? Sometimes you talk about it. I know you feel like it's a waste of time for some people, but sometimes you've kind of expressed the desire to like get an honorary degree or, you know, maybe further your studies in some capacity because people are studying you. In fact, I have had students do presentations on you. I have students do work in law and social media.
Okay.
Talking about you a lot. And so, you know, you're kind of a hot topic. So I was wondering, people are studying you. Are you ever considering studying us?
Well, I do study, y'all. That's the thing. That's why I'm so good at what I do. Like I love people. I've always loved like sociology, psychology, things like that. Just, you know, but going back to school, I'm gonna be honest with you. I tried school so many times.
Yeah.
So many times. Even I have to go back and look at this, even from when I was in, you know, middle school and high school. I was in the 9th grade 3 years. I wanted to work as opposed to going to class. I used to skip class to go to work because my thing is, it's like, I'm like, it's taking me this long to get this money. I can get it faster. That's just always been my mentality. But anytime, you know, I was in school when I did go, the teachers were really shocked at how smart I was because, you know, I didn't come to school. They just assume you're just dumb. You know, they don't talk to you and stuff. But when they started asking me questions, like, you do know. And then they would want to like mentor me and try to get me into school. But honestly, where I came from, that and the way I grew up, it just wasn't in the cards for me. Now, I did look up. After I barely graduated high school, they gave me a GED, but then changed it to like a a high school diploma. I graduated from A.D. Harris High School in Panama City, Florida. It was an alternative school because I got kicked out of regular high school. And so I remember my auntie was she was the principal, and she told me straight up, "You ain't gonna be shit." She did, because I used to fight too much. Like, it was my mouth.
I used to fight a lot too, but that's what helped me get through school, because I was I learned through doing as well, and I can see people
I'm a hands-on person.
Yeah.
Show me how to do it. Don't waste my time with all that lecture shit. We can get this done a lot faster. And so I remember, going to college by default because I didn't have nothing else to do. And so I played softball. Luckily, I played softball for many years. And, white people have always loved me, And so when I went to try out for the softball team, he said, well, you're dumb as hell, but you can run and you can hit. So he gave me a scholarship. Oh yeah, you know how them crackers talk about Alabama. You already know how them crackers talk. But listen, I took what I did, and I still didn't go because I wanted to go to work. I felt like money was faster, and so I thought about it after the lawsuit, going to get my law degree. But I was like, no, I'm not about to waste that time and that money, and I could use it. It's like taking a step back, and I'm already forward. So now my lawyers are First Amendment right lawyers, and they educate me. Like, Tasha, do you know what this means? Do you know how to relay this message? So they're teaching me, because it's too late for me to go back and get that, because I'm in the prime, like I'm really on the edge of like just really pushing my career into the next direction. So no, I don't think so. Maybe they'll give me an honorary communications degree. Who knows? I don't know.
I just want to say that, it's like, I don't think you have to go back to school. I don't think anyone should go to school. I think there's too many people in college are going to school. In fact, I think it's a waste of time. Yeah. And I think society is gearing us in a direction where they're trying to push too many people into college, and there's not enough professional work for them, and they should be going and get trades and getting a vocation. And
exactly, I miss the trade community, and so we do have in the cards a trade school to do what I do, because there's not many, and yeah, people are going to get these quote unquote degrees, but people don't understand the digital landscape unless you really work it. And I met with a PR team some days ago, and they were like, they said the same thing. Like, you have made such a firestorm out here that mainstream media has had to take note. They are following everything that you're doing, despite them writing negative headlines about you. They're writing about you because they're trying to figure you out. Like, how is this possible? Like, how does she have this this type of momentum,
and this massive audience that really are educated and smart, and up and coming people? Like, they don't really see Black women the way we really are.
And that's what I said too. And that's, you're gonna see in these next 2 years a grown Tasha. Like, I'm grown, but it's gonna be grown. Like, there's nothing off the record. Like, every single setback, every single accomplishment that I have, it's going to be on the table, because I feel like people are masking and covering up the process. Yeah. And the process is what makes us who we are. Like, people just don't wake up famous. They don't wake up successful. What is that process? And then nowadays, it's like they're selling this success in a way where it makes it seem like it happened overnight. And it's like, no, I've been doing this since I was 25 years old. I'm 41 now.
And you're not a nepotism baby. Nobody put it in your lap because of who your parents were. And
everybody in my circle told me, get the hell out of here. Mm-hmm. No, nobody respected what I was doing. I'm having to take my own respect. Like, that's the thing. It's like, you don't have to like me, but there's millions of others that do. Like, when I joined TikTok and I saw that I have billions of impressions, and I wasn't even on TikTok. Why are they talking about me? I'm not even over on this platform. You see what I'm saying? So, like, obviously somebody wanted, and if you didn't want it, you wouldn't be talking about it, because truth be told, I don't talk about things that I don't want.
Right.
I don't give it my life. It's just like reading a book. I read books that I like. The ones I don't like, I just go right past.
Quietly as it's kept, Tasha. That's what all like scholars and academics do. The reason you're a chemistry professor is because you don't want to read books about theology, or the reason you're an English professor because you don't want to read books about history per se. You know what I mean? People do what they want to do, and people gravitate towards what they want to do. So, thank you, Tasha.
Exactly, and that's just what it is. And the internet, I'm sorry, it's an open forum, and I preach love. I don't preach hate. You know, so I preach love for all. Being accountable. All of us are imperfect, you know, as people, and whether we want to acknowledge it or not. People say they don't like gossip. The Bible is nothing but gospel.
That's right. That's the whole New Testament.
It
said that's the whole New Testament. It's all in red. What Jesus has said, right? That's gossip. That's facts.
That's third party information. We don't know if they were lying on Jesus, telling the truth. So everybody wants to be holy and say gossip is wrong. I'm like, hi, and it's the main ones gossiping that's saying gossip is wrong. But you gossiping. That's just how we learn as a people, through communication, through watching other people's lives, through judging other people's lives. It's trial and error out here. That's the only way we're gonna learn. Just like when it comes to schools, and I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna read a question real quick because I could talk to you about this subject all day, honey. I want
you to come and talk to my class one day. I know you brought.
Okay, no, hit me up. Absolutely. Yes,
that would be amazing.
I will do it, please. I will do it. UNWINEWITHTASHAK@gmail.com. I will reply immediately. Absolutely. When it comes to the kids, now I don't play.
All right.
But when I figured out, like my sis, I'll give you an example. My sister, people follow her because I push her page a lot on my page. She is she's an athlete. She has 35 years of experience. She was the straight A student. She got the scholarship, signed on TV. The whole city saw her, right? Breaking records. She actually broke my mom's records at the same high school. So my mom was a super athlete, and so was she. And she ended up breaking my mom's records, right? My mom was a runner, a sprinter. And so when she got to college, she got 3 degrees. Then she got drafted to Team USA. She ran around the world, broke records and things like that. Didn't quite make it to the Olympics because she tore her Achilles heel. I think that's what it's called, like something like that. So she had to rehab from that. But she still didn't let that stop her. But she ended up retiring. She comes out here and retires, and now she's in the real world. So she wants to go back to school after she got 3 degrees. So she goes back to school, figures out, this is not what I want to do. So then she comes to me the other day, and she was just like, you know, I love the fitness. I'm like, yeah, that's who you are. She was like, but I don't have a degree in fitness. I said, do you think somebody looking at you asking what type of degree you got in fitness? Have you seen your body? When I post her, people go nuts. Wow. They lose it. They're like, what is she doing? I've never in my life went to a gym and asked if they had a personal training certificate. I said, and this whole notion of being educated, I said it was somebody like you that had a lifetime of experience that thought it would be great to monetize it. And then they set the tone to say, and they passed laws to protect their intellectual property and started schools. And now people like you who are just gifted with fitness, you know, want to go and get something that you was blessed with.
That's right.
Don't nobody give a damn.
That's right. Yeah.
I said, people looking at my body now saying, oh my God, Tasha, you look great. That's my sister. Wow. That's my sister. Like, even though she lives in Jacksonville and I live in Fort Lauderdale, like she's sending me workouts. That's all her. That's a life. Why would I want somebody that just said, oh, I want to go to school to be a personal trainer, and they ain't got, but you live in this, you're eating this, you're breathing this. And I'm like, you want to go waste more money on them crackers? Like, for real? I said, baby, at this point, you need to start a school. Yes. And when I figured out that I could start a college, like a whole university, a Black-owned university, an Ivy League university, I said, oh, this is the game right here. So I just thought of Ivy League University, get them credentials, surround myself with the right people, and go to the federal government to say these people need loans and you need laborers. And we're going to train laborers for you, not entrepreneurs, but laborers, so that they can continue to labor and the rich can stay rich. But that's a whole nother conversation.
Right.
You know
That's a conversation. We're going to have that conversation. I'm unwindwithtasha@gmail.com. I'm going to have you talk to my
hit
students.
me and I'll definitely respond, and I'll be at that school. Thank you.
Thank you, dear. All right.
Love you. Bye. Okay, it is happy hour. If you're just getting in here, this is a low-key live, okay? Now, sometimes they get a little ratchet. But for the most part, they low-key. It's all about us. You guys are just getting off work, unwinding. You got a problem that you need help with. No YouTube stuff, guys. Please, all right? But more so just our stuff. We talk enough about other people. Let's talk about us. And that's why I talk a lot about what I go through. You know what I'm saying? So please use the link to get in here if you want to come on video and ask your question. All right. Again, no YouTube, or you can send me an email at unwindwithtasha@gmail.com and I'll read it. Okay. Make sure you let me know if it's anonymous. Y'all hold right there backstage. Okay. I'm going to read this question real quick and then we're going to move on. Okay. So I'm going to do 2 videos and then a question. I hope y'all enjoying the show. Hit the wine glass and put the ticket emoji in the chat because these tickets are really selling out. Like, it's crazy. Everybody's emailing. Please put the ticket emoji if you got your tickets to our October 20th show in Miami, downtown Miami in Brickell. It is our first live Fuckery Friday in person. It is our first official Wino weekend. If you missed the Atlanta show, y'all don't want to miss the Miami show, okay? And so please put the wine glasses, put the tickets. If you got the tickets and your flights is booked and your hotel, it don't even matter. Just as long as you got the tickets to show up downtown Miami at the Flamingo Bar Theater, okay? To watch this show, because we finna shut down. We show up, okay? I can't wait to party with y'all. Now let me start this. Let me read this first question. She says, hey Tasha. She says, I'm a newlywed. Congratulations. She also says, my husband and I have been married for 2 years. My husband is my best friend. I love hearing stories about you and Shaq. Everybody calls him Shaq. Shaq. But we got a new name for him, the whole team. Shaq, because he say no to everything, okay? You all appear to still actually like each other. My question is, how do you keep the friendship and fun in your marriage over the years, okay? I do things with him that I do with my friends. I don't, how most people be like, oh, this is only for my girlfriends. I can't do this. This is for the guys. I do things with him that I do with my friends. We love biking. Like yesterday, every weekend we go biking 14 to 20 miles. On the way biking, we stop, we get breakfast. Yesterday, we out playing on the beach. We playing baseball catch. We just on the beach and we playing, because I play softball, so I love playing catch and stuff. We talk about everything. Even if I find another man attractive, I'll be like, he know anyway, because he can see my ass looking, But and if he sees another woman that's attractive, like he can, we're friends. We're friends, I don't try to be one way. And I think as women, we try to be what we feel a wife should be. We're partners, And so I'm myself for the most part. And I respect him. I don't try to control him. Now, I do try to control where he throws his clothes and shit when he come in the house and take them off. You know what I'm saying? Like, why your socks got to be right here? You see the room clean. I make up my bed every morning, but if I go out of town, he won't make up the bed. He won't make it up till I get back. Because he know, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, you done got out this bed. It take 2 seconds to make up the bed. That's just how I am. And vice versa for him. Like, he don't like nobody to talk to him until after 12. The whole household. He don't like to be bothered from 4 a.m. when he wake up to 12 noon. Do not say good morning to that man. Do not say good afternoon. But I think too much, we lose ourselves and not try to be ourselves. And I think that's one reason why, my husband loves being around me, because I'm a fun person. You know what I'm saying? He can swim, but he's not the swimming type. I'm not a great swimmer, but I love swimming. I do things. I'm very adventurous. I do things, and it doesn't matter if he wants to come or not. He know me. I'm gonna do it anyway. So it's either you can get on the boat or you can stay your ass at home. And normally he gets on the boat. So just be your partner's friend. Just be a partner's friend. And don't be ashamed to take constructive criticism. I think a lot of times we get so defensive in relationships and not understanding that the person that's with you wants the best for you. And it's always coming from a place of love. But because we feel like we know everything and we don't need help and we feel less than a person, no, like people are put in your life and you're supposed to choose people that are in your life that want to see you do great. So if they're telling you something, you shouldn't get defensive and try to fight and try to, bicker at something that a person that you chose is trying to tell you to help benefit everybody. So yeah, that's what keeps us together. Okay. Remember, guys, if you have a question, please feel free to email me on winewithtashak@gmail.com. I am jet lagged right now, sleep on 2 hours of sleep, mouth dry from this dry ass damn wine. I'm drinking the Inception Sauvignon Blanc. Never had it before. Probably won't have it again, but I'm gonna drink this wine because I paid for it. Okay. And remember, use the link to call in. Okay, if you want to be on video. Up next, Portia Lee, or is it Portia?
Portia.
Okay.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yes, I need you to sign a waiver. Okay. Yeah, I need you to sign a verbal waiver. Hold on. Whoa.
What kind of waiver?
If you get into a car accident on this line.
No, honey, I'm hands free. Got my seatbelt on. We are good. And I'm just cruising. I'm going like 30 miles an hour.
Where you calling
virtual waiver. I'm calling from St. Louis, Missouri. STL. Yeah. So I really don't have a question, Tasha. I just wanted to get on her and tell you that I think you are hilarious and that you are going to prevail this situation with this deck. You are going to make this money plus more. So I just wanted to get on her and tell you that because, like, I be seeing you come up like on MSN.com and they're just like blogger getting sued. And I'm just like, why people act like they ain't never had a bill or a debt before? I just really don't understand it. Like, shit, I'm in a brand new car. I owe a couple of people right now. Shit, I owe the federal government and some more. Like, girl, it's just being back me up. But I just wanted to get on here and tell you, honey, you are going to prevail and you're very successful. You're going to be more successful. And yes, I don't have no question. I just wanted to give you some words of positivity.
Thank
because
you.
we all need it. I know you probably, you have a family, but just as a viewer who thinks I think you're hilarious. I just wanted to pass that positivity to you. Okay.
Thank you so much. And see, that's better than having a P.O. box. Just hearing from y'all.
Yeah, girl.
I love that. And you know what I love too? You know what? I started these happy hours again because I wanted people to see who the winos are. Because they always trying to come for us. And they don't understand. I'm like, these winos, they be black women, white women, Asian women. They be husbands of the women. These people are successful people. These ain't no children following us. These ain't no kids trolling nobody on Twitter. These grown people with lives, real problems,
Real problems, girl. If you only knew.
Regardless, we have $100 in the bank, bitch. I'm still going out. Where we going?
I'm about to go get me some wine right now for my dinner tonight.
See?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I said they're gonna stop talking shit about the winos, okay? Because we all bougie, all right? We bougie.
We very bougie, honey.
Better in life. We ain't with all this whole culture shit going on. They trying to sell us and our kids. Hell with that. So I want them to see the faces. I want them to see the
faces. And I was like, let me subscribe because this girl is funny. So yes, I subscribe to the app and you're hilarious. I get my little kikis off of you. So thank you. I appreciate you
so much. Drive safe now.
I will.
Like the dog trying to drive. See like the dog trying to drive, child. Look.
Yes, she is. Gizmo's trying to drive. All right, Tasha girl.
I love you, mama. Bye.
Love you. Take care. Bye-bye.
See? Oh, hey, baby. Josh Talk. How you doing?
Hey, Tasha. How you
doing? Well, I'm good. Remember, guys, the link is in the chat, okay? So you can link if you guys want to come on. We got people waiting, so just be patient. I'm going to get to you. Where you calling from, Josh?
I'm calling from the Detroit. I just wanted to say hey. I got What you say?
What's your question?
Well, I got two questions for you. One is for me and one is for my sister, if that's okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, the question for my sister is, she has a baby, my first niece, and she's about to turn 2 in November, and they fear that she may be autistic because she doesn't really respond to her name. She uses, other people's things like as tools to do stuff, and I shared with her your the video you shared during one of your hot topics about virtual autism. And
Right.
so, and I also looked at the people who made that video and they research and stuff about it. So I wanted to know if you had, and I did tell her like, to restrict the TV time and all that good stuff, but I wanted to know if you had any other specific, tips for her to kind of help her out.
Okay. Well, I got to do a disclaimer. I'm not a doctor. So, and I do fully support people, getting advice from people who work in this arena. But, I'm just the type, I can have a doctor, but I'm still doing more research than my doctor, of course, because at the end of the day, it's research. It's they're still learning. It's a practice, right? So, in my experience, yes, there is a thing called virtual autism, and I'm glad that you looked it up and you just didn't take my word for it and you saw that. And it hasn't quite hit the United States yet, but over in Italy, remember, Italy was the first to combat COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And then, this whole virtual autism thing, it's like they're not purposely developing it because you have to understand they have created lanes and new areas of research for this new term, this new diagnosis. And there's a lot of money to be made in this, right? And so as parents, it's unreal. Like why all of a sudden, everybody now got a speech delay and is autistic. When we look at go ahead, what'd you say?
No, I agree. Because I have, it seems like within the past maybe 5 years, all the children that I've personally known that have been born, like, it's always been that underlying concern, even from doctors, you know what I mean? And so, like, I don't know what it is and, what specifically is going on, but I do believe, like, just based off my research, and of course, she's doing her own research, going to doctors and specialists and stuff like that. I just wanted to know, like, outside of, just cutting the screen time, like, was there any other, like, I guess, developmental
Yes,
key points that your son hit, while
yes,
he was going through the process?
yes. And so what we did was we cut screen time out. It was like taking crack from a crackhead and making them detox. he, he would not listen. He would not. Now he's always been like a talker, but he talks when he want to talk. But if he
Mhm.
wants something, he want to point to it. He's selective communicating, right?
Right.
But when the TV turned on, he sings songs and all types of shit. We like, hold up now. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
same with her. Yeah.
When we took it away, and he finally detoxed. It took them 6 weeks, and during those 6 weeks, I was reading to him. We were reading to him around the clock. All he was hearing was words. And you have to remember, autism is a what do they call it? What is the right word? Because I don't want to get it wrong. It is a social delay,
Mhm.
right? Which means you are developing, like your kids are not developing socially like they should.
Right.
Which means there's lack of play with other children. There's lack of adults being in their faces.
Mhm.
Talking to them, yelling at them. They learn. You have to understand, kids learn from the environment that they're in. But if their environment is screen, they're going to mimic screen. They don't have to talk to the screen. Now, when I did reintroduce television, I introduced the TV that featured real people. So
Mhm.
I forgot her name. It's a white lady.
Like Miss Rachel. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So my
Because
baby, my baby would definitely like Miss Rachel. You
Miss
know.
Rachel would be
Yeah.
like, say it with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like fools. Lamine was fine. Lamine is speaking
Mhm.
four languages right now in Africa. And there's no television in the classroom. He's learned like at 3 years old, he was doing workbook stuff, drawing lines, tracing,
Okay.
stuff we used to do that hooked on phonics. They don't do that no
Right.
more. Now when you go to school, they want your kids to be ready. They want them to already read and know their ABCs and to say their name. And so
Mm-hmm.
you, as a parent, you have to do more, but it's hard when you're working and stuff like that. So you got to make sure that your whole community, your babysitters, your daycare is on the same page. No television, reading, interacting, asking them,
Right.
what is this?
So,
What is that? You teaching your kids how to communicate with people.
right. My last question about this subject, and I'm gonna ask you my question, is
Go
when
ahead.
you cut them off, did you because she loved music, did you still like play music, in the
Yes,
background and stuff like that? Okay.
yes.
Okay.
And I would sing to, like, I would have him sing along with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's all about teaching. Like when it comes to art, it's always a socially awkward child.
Hmm.
That's
Okay.
it. That's it.
Okay.
And I seen somebody say in the chat, because I want to correct something. No, autism doesn't mean, hold on for a second. Hold on. That's why it's a spectrum, right? It's on the spectrum. And to be honest with you, I was doing research and they said 98% of the physicists, the doctors, the engineers, the scientists, anybody that deals with a specific profession in
Hmm.
science and health, they're autistic. Yale
Mm.
did a study because people hyper focus. And you
Yeah.
ever get somebody that's a scientist, you like, they weird as hell. They don't know how to talk.
Look.
They dirty. Right.
I, I work with adults with intellectual disabilities, and you would be surprised at how smart they are, and how much they are able to do. But like you said, it is like a hyper focus. It's a social thing that comes with it. So, I definitely thank you for,
Yeah, they
that
don't care to
information.
socially interact, but as people, we have to interact. We gotta
Right.
learn to get up, you know, get dressed, make your bed. You have to function in society. So that's why
Yeah.
it's a spectrum of things. And so with the look with your niece, just involve her in everything. I was like I said, I
Yeah.
went out to dinner a couple weeks ago, and I saw a whole table talking of people talking, and every kid got a tablet with headphones on, just checked out.
Hmm.
Your
Yeah.
children should be learning survival instincts. They should be
Hmm.
learning to say hello, hi, what would you like to drink? Water.
Hmm.
They shouldn't be checked out and you doing everything for them. And then when the teacher's saying, well, they're not responding to me because nobody's talking to them, they're not forced to talk to each other. Why you got
Right.
sisters and they on two different tablets? Make them share a tablet and fight over that shit. You know? Yeah.
It worked for us. That's right.
It worked for us. It worked for us. So yes. But what was your second question?
So I've been married for 15 years, and
Okay.
I'm really in the space to where, like, when I got married I was 20 and I didn't have a lot of friends,
Okay.
and me and my husband, we are great friends, and I have, grown my circle and established some real good female friendships, and I got broke up with recently by one of my long-standing friendships, and I consider her a best friend to me. And the reason, from my perspective, that we quote unquote broke up is because she was asking me a question about different scenarios she was going through and asked me what I would do. And I gave her my honest opinion about what I would do. And she interjected and said all the reasons why I was wrong and why I would do what I said I would do. And I told her, I said, well, from my opinion, from my experience with you, this is how you are as a person. You're very secretive. You're a private person. You know, you guard yourself. You try to protect yourself from bad stuff, but also by protecting yourself from bad stuff, you could prevent good stuff from getting in. And I talked to her like real talk. I'm your friend, and this is from my experience with you. And so she asked me, well, why, how did you come to the conclusions of what you're saying? And I was able to tell her why, based upon instances and circumstances. And again, she followed up with why I'm wrong, and that I try to diagnose her and I'm wrong in my diagnosis. And she pretty much quit speaking to me after that. Oh, no, 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 no. Before we quit speaking, she was like, well, if you really want to know, now, mind you, we've had issues before in the past where,
Okay.
it was a friction. We came back together and it took years for us to kind of get on the same pace, but it seemed like we did. And when she was like, if you really want to know why, if you feel like I'm guarded, it's because you're not a safe place for me. I've experienced you not being safe. And when I asked her to give me reasons why she would feel that way, because you've never expressed this before. I've known you just as pretty much as long as I've been married, and I'm never going to be around you and feel a secret way about you. I'm going to always tell you what's on my heart about you if I feel a certain way, whatever. And so when I pressed her and asked her to tell me why she felt like that, she wouldn't. Never addressed it. Even after I called her, a week later or whatever, never addressed it. Months later, never addressed it. And finally she said, well, I've come to the conclusion that you can't be friends with everybody the way you want to be friends with them. Some people are movie friends, some people are dinner friends, and sometimes I want to take my movie friend to a dinner. And sometimes I want to take my dinner friends. I was like, what is going on and what are you
Yeah.
saying? And so I just I let it be. I was like, well, thank you for at least telling me that. So recently, now we go to the same church in a sense. And so we see each other, it's no issues, and we share a mutual best friend. So recently I seen her and she gave me a hug, and the way she was kind of bantering with me was like we was friends again, and it kind of threw me off. And to the point to where she was like, oh, come sit over here. What are you doing? But when I came over there and sat by her, Tasha, she ain't engaged with me at all the whole time. She engaged with my nephew, and so I was like, okay, well, what am I here for? So I engaged with who I wanted to engage with. And so like I guess what I'm trying to ask is like, I respect people and I know people go through stuff, and I want to give people grace in a sense, but also I'm not down for fake friendships where I can't be who I am. I can't express my opinion about what I believe, and I also don't want to be in a situation to where if we do have friction that we move in with each other falsely instead of being real, confronting the friction and, smoothing the path, so I'm really kind of debating if I want to leave the door open in a sense, but like, how do you know when you've just grown apart from somebody and there's no way of repairing it? Because I always want to give away, but I don't know.
I don't know. I think I kind of agree with your friend. And here's why. And this is no, like, I'm not dissing you or anything. And I had to learn this because I'm like you. I'm gonna tell you what the fuck I feel like. If you don't like it, the hell with you.
Right.
I should be able to do that as a friend, but everybody can't take that shit. They can't take it. They can't take it. It's like people are so fragile, and sometimes we're very strong-minded people. We're strong women. We're aggressive. We own that shit, and some people just are not built to take it. And you honestly don't know what she's going through behind the scenes and how she feels about herself. And you may say something to her, and she may be on the verge of doing something and do it, because words are very powerful. And when they come from powerful women such as you, they hit harder, especially from people that you're close to. You know what I'm saying? And y'all hold back there. I'm going to get to y'all, okay? I appreciate y'all patience, all right? The link is in the chat if you guys want to come on and do a video. So I would say this. She's your friend for certain reasons, right? There's something that you like about her, that you love about her, that has kept you around her for a long time. And that is what needs to be the focus of your friendship. Not you being your whole self, because you're never going to be able to be your whole self, not even with your husband. You know what I'm saying? Like, you only be your whole self with you. That's why we come in this motherfucker alone and we leave this motherfucker alone. Nobody can read our thoughts and stuff. And I think she shouldn't, just because you're more upfront with who you are, she shouldn't be forced to be that way, because it may not be her personality. You know what I'm saying? So she may be one of those people that just finds it easier to say, oh, I got my movie friends, I got my dinner friends. Sometimes I want my movie friends and my dinner friends, but then I want to be by myself because
Right.
it's too much. And energy, and a lot of times, like with me as a personality, right? My friends, they would be like, dang, like you Tasha K today. And I'm like, I'm always this way, you know. but I can't make them understand me. You know what I'm saying? I can't make them accept my advice for what it is. Now, if you ask them, I give it to you.
Right.
But I just find myself less not volunteering as much, enjoying the scenery, just enjoying each other's companies. Let's talk about something else besides us. You know, be surprised what may come up. And I think if you just, you know, you just kind of sit back and just observe her more, you'll get to know her more. And I think, you know, you'll probably agree with me that, you know, people like you and I could come off just a little too much for people, and
For
they
sure.
make it great.
For sure.
No.
I thank you, Tasha. Sincerely.
No problem. And so,
Thank
like,
you,
just focus on why she's your friend, and like she said, compartmentalize that.
Yeah.
And you know, I think y'all would do better.
Yeah, that's
So
real.
when you
And I
try
guess
to
like,
move it into a relationship as if you living with the person and you need to be your whole self, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. Because you're not supposed to have those type of relationships with everybody. That's why it's really one person. And that's
word.
your husband.
Amen. Thank you, Tasha.
Okay.
Have a good one.
Thank you, Mama. Good luck. Okay.
Thank
All
you.
righty. Okay. Bye bye. All right. So listen, you guys, the link is in the chat. All right. Come on up here, guys. If you want to ask a question, just be patient. I know sometimes it can take a while and everything like that. Jasper's not here to control the comments, and you know I talk too damn much. Okay. So remember, if you want your question read, please email me at unwinewithtashak@gmail.com, and we'll read your question as well. Growing Daily, you're going to be next. Billy Dixon and King Luxury, hold right there, and then we'll let you know who's in the next in the queue too as well. Okay, so the next question is, hold on, somebody is writing in. I think I screenshot that shit wrong. Let me see. Okay. Greetings, Tasha and crew. Hello. I am a solid day one and subscriber to your channel. I have supported and loved you as well as my older sister since day one. I love y'all. My goal and dream is to open a child care academy in the likes of my new granddaughter. Congratulations. My mission is to leave generational wealth to my family, yet I find myself lost on where and how to start. I have obtained my LLC and credit union account with $10,000, and I have saved in preparation. And signing up for my nutrition course to be a licensed to feed to the children myself, my favorite thing to do. I find myself stagnant in fear on how to obtain my building. I have worked on my credit over the last few years, and I'm doing pretty well. I have, and you got to understand, I'm reading these questions, y'all, so just give me a second, okay? And I'm a little tipsy and sleepy, okay? So I appreciate y'all. I have worked on my credit over the last few years and doing pretty well. I have in my mind, I need to be at an 800 plus credit score to be successful. I'm not too far, but I'm looking for guidance and whether I'm totally mistaken on what route you would suggest to take to catapult the launch of my business. I pray this message finds you with the pearls of wisdom to offer me as a 46-year-old single mother looking for her second career. Just for reference, I have been a radiologic imaging for 23 years. Thank you in advance for your time and wisdom. Many blessings to you, Miss Tasha and crew. You overthinking. You just over damn thinking. You got 800,000. You got 10,000. All you need is a building. Really, you don't even need no building to open up a child care. You can do that shit in your house, okay? I know girls right now that watch my kids, right? You don't need to be perfect. And if you always try to make it perfect, you're never going to do it because you're always going to be trying to find something else to fix. And really, you're causing the anxiety. You're causing yourself to be stagnant because you're an overthinker instead of just doing. And if you don't do, nothing's going to happen. You're going to fail. You should fail, okay? You need to fail. You need to get your ass whooped. You need to feel a bill or two or something heavy. You got to go through that to make your business perfect. There's no way that you're going to make it perfect if you're not doing it. Just open up your house, open the front door, tell the neighbors you babysitting. I'm sure there's a few chicks around there that are single mothers just like you who need somebody to watch their baby that's older, okay? And that's how you build your business. And you ain't even got to touch that business long because one thing about childcare, it's immediate. It's especially if you start out your house, the rent is already paid. You're using your home as a business. They already paying you per week. You cooking for them. Hell, get some of their food stamps and still cooking for and still cook for them and shit. Make them bring their own food. And then can you move into a facility? A lot of times I feel like people try to be perfect. Like when these people try to, and I know I said no YouTube questions and nothing like this, but I like to use this as an example. People go out here and try to get these perfect podcasts. They try to get these nice elaborate sets and shit. And I started just like this with a bed with no motherfucking sheets in the background on my house on a laptop just like this, okay? I didn't wait to start until, everything was perfect and I had a big nice set and all that shit. No, you work your way up to that. And a lot of times we want to appear perfect and spend too much damn money. And by the time you done spent too much money, you ain't got no money to fix the mistakes that you're going to make because you're not going to be able to avoid those mistakes. It is what the fuck it is. Just do it. I know bitches right now watching kids at their house. You don't need no building. Stop. I look at people all the time like, what you need all this camera equipment for? Why are you paying celebrities $10,000? I ain't never paid none of them motherfuckers, not $1. Shit, not even the one I owe. Shit. To come do nothing. No, just start your shit, start talking. People gonna listen because we tired of being lied to. We tired of being censored. And do your shit. Okay? Moving on. Remember, email me if you want me to read your question, okay? The winos are going to offer advice too in the chat on winewithtashak@gmail.com or just hit the link. Hit the link when you're ready and you want to come up here and show your beautiful face, okay? And remember, please, if you got tickets to our October 20th live show, Fuckery Friday, in-person wine, gossip, comedy, skits, a whole damn night of fun, a whole wino weekend, please put the ticket emoji in the chat, okay? Growing daily. How you doing? And Billion Dixon, Jennifer Yankee, question mark. There's an avatar. Somebody here got freckles and shit. And then Tastes Like Mocha. Y'all are up next, okay? So just hold tight. How you doing?
Hey, Tasha. How are you?
I'm good. What's your name? Where you calling from?
My name is Val. I'm calling from North Carolina.
Shout out to North Carolina. Last week it was Houston. Now it's all North Carolina in the chat. What's your question?
First, let me say what you just said definitely encouraged me because I used to believe that if I could just reach some of those people up top, that I would be okay. I'm a brand owner. I'm a designer. I'm a business owner. And I did reach some of the people on the top. Did they put it on? Did they show it? No. So definitely that, I wouldn't recommend anybody try to reach somebody up top because it's always doesn't mean it's going to happen.
Okay.
But my question to you is, I have a brand. I have people from the Drink Champs platform to the Wild 'N Out platform that has received it, never put it on, never posted it, whatever the case. And so I got discouraged. Now I'm up to the point where I know somebody that has a store that's offering me a spot to bring my brand, but I always felt like God has my own for me. I mean, could this or am I overthinking? Should I start somewhere or just wait for what I believe God has for me?
What do you do again?
I design. I consider myself a professional promotional person. I'm here on the platform, of course.
Okay, but what do you design? I was trying to figure it out. Like, what do you design?
I do logos. I do T-shirts, hats, anything. A lot mugs, whatever.
And you afraid to put your business out there?
Well, I didn't want to go into a facility with somebody. I believe that my own is in the works. You know what I mean? So, like, should I start somewhere and go ahead side by side with somebody or just wait? Location.
It depends on the business relationship. Can you afford a location?
I'm close.
And it's no close. It's either you can afford it or not. If you can't afford it, you got to stay at the house and continue to design.
Right.
And luckily, in what you do, you don't need a physical location yet. You can do that out of your house. Mm-hmm. So until the revenue is in your house and you have enough to move outside of your house, like I did, mm-hmm. I just moved outside of my house, 2 years ago.
Right.
I'm doing this 7. Don't be in a rush, because you save more money working from home.
Yeah.
And yes, you're overthinking. If you have done work for celebrities and they've worn your stuff and things like that, do you not like money?
I mean, they embraced it, but they never physically put it on. Like one received it as a birthday gift to me.
Oh, so you giving out free shit? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Who are you selling your stuff to?
Well, it's anybody. I do a lot of business for artists, shirts and stuff
Do,
like
do they
that.
buy it? Do they buy it
Oh
or do you
yeah,
volunteer?
absolutely, absolutely,
Okay, so if
absolutely.
somebody buying your product, they always need to buy it unless y'all are trading. Just like I do certain things. I hate shopping for clothes, right?
Hmm.
I ain't got a lot of money to shop for clothes anyway. I've always hated shopping for clothes. I'm not the best dresser. So what
Right.
we'll do sometimes, well, a lot of times when you see me wearing these clothes, that we'll partner with people who have new boutiques. I will wear
Hmm.
their stuff and I'll shout them out. So it's a trade. You understand what I'm saying? If
Yes.
it's got to benefit you and the person.
Hmm.
So if you're making money, so you either need to be doing trading or you need to be making money. And it needs to be done out of your house until you are generating enough revenue to move into your own facility to do it out of the facility.
Yes.
Unless you just love Labor Day, honey, and you just want to labor for somebody for the rest of your life.
No, ma'am.
So
No,
then you
ma'am.
need to figure out what you're gonna do, which is continue to sell your stuff. And I know you're an artist, you're sensitive about your shit. Writers go through it. You know what I'm saying? Anybody in the art field go through it. That's why you got more artists that are unemployed than anybody else in the world because they feel like art shouldn't be sold. It's like, well, how you supposed to eat?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what you doing it for? And frankly, you should be making money off of something that you love to do. If you love to do it and you could do it in your sleep, that's what you need to be making money off of. But if you gotta struggle to get out of bed, you know what I'm saying? You
Hmm.
gotta you trying to get to work, you trying to clock in, you hate your job. That's not something you really should be doing unless you have to do it. But if you
Right.
naturally gifted at something, that's something you should be doing in your sleep. I do this shit in my sleep. I'm sleeping
I'm
right
not.
now and I'm doing it.
I'm actually only self-employed, thank God. But I'm just, kind of nervous about taking levels with people that not right with where I am because I feel like I have a
Right.
weakness
If
of.
they're not right, it don't even take all that. If they're not right, just follow your heart. You'll know gut
Okay.
wise. Just like when you get up to the register, you going to Walmart, you know you're going there for a specific thing, and then you got a buggy full of shit. And then as you approaching the register, you realizing you ain't got that much in your account, but you're gonna see if this motherfucking car gonna go through anyway. Knowing you should have put some of that shit back. No, you follow your gut instinct, okay?
Thank you.
No
Appreciate
problem.
you.
Thank you. Okay. I love you, baby. Good
Love you
luck.
too.
Okay. All right, Billy Dixon, you up next. Jennifer Yiki, Tastes Like Mocha, Lily Unstoppable. Guys, the link is in the chat. Y'all hold right there. I got to read a question, okay? Give me 1 second from a user. All right, all right, all right. Oh, actually, you know what? I just read one, so I owe y'all one. It's too video. See, when Jasmine ain't here, I don't know what the fuck be going on, and I be done got too damn drunk and done forgot where the place is. Okay, so listen. All right, Billy, where you calling from?
So can you hear me?
I can hear you. Where you calling
Okay.
from, Mama?
I'm calling from Bothell, Washington.
Okay, where in Washington?
Bothell, Washington,
I
in
ain't never heard
Washington
of that.
State. Yeah, it's kind of a smaller city in Washington, not far from Seattle.
Okay, okay. So what's your question, Mama?
So I guess my question, first of all, I just want to say I've never called into any show ever.
Well,
So
welcome. It's
you're
the
my
first time.
first one. And I'm trying to get some information out, but then also ask maybe for some advice. I'm known as what they call a targeted individual, and I'm wondering, have you ever heard of that term?
Girl, have you not seen how my name is all over social media, child? They target me every day.
Yeah. So what happens when you're targeted in the way that I'm targeted? I'm not saying that you're not, because I think as Black women, oftentimes we're just not cared about. And I think that's part of the reason why I'm targeted in this specific way. But what happens is that somehow your name gets on a watch list. And, the ACLU has talked about how they've inflated these watch lists or whatever. And then essentially you are what they call stalked in your community. And also workplace mobbed, which is kind of a thing if you've ever heard of that, where basically the employees in wherever you're employed kind of push you out by workplace sabotage or kind of the rumor mill. People shun you, and that's kind of an ongoing thing.
So you're being bullied pretty much.
Yeah, that's essentially what it is. And the crazy thing about this is that, and I know, like, I'm just trying to make it as brief as possible. Um, when you start to talk about these things, people start to immediately think, "Oh no, you're just paranoid and you're crazy, and that could never happen." But I'm telling you, um, as a targeted individual, that this absolutely happens. Like, I've never thought about what, only in passing, like, thought about what people thought about me or thought someone was trying to actively sabotage me. I never took those things very personal. I just said, well, they're having a bad day or whatever. But this is something that's very planned, orchestrated, and I don't know how it's actually done, because you would think, well, there can't be that many people that are participating in something that would hurt someone that they don't even know. But I'm just wondering, what would someone do in that situation? Like, if you're being, I came from California to Washington, and I've been here about 5 years. And then eventually it catches up with you, because whatever the entities are that participate in this somehow communicate and send information, and then you're just targeted everywhere you go.
Let me ask you a question. Is it a person targeting you, or is it an institution?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, there's a lot of theories out there. I would say it has to be an institution. And if I was pressed to say, some of the tactics are those of COINTELPRO. And I just think, and I think a lot of it is done through citizens on patrol, some people in law enforcement. Like I said, your name just gets on some kind of watch list. And then once that happens, then you're targeted everywhere you go eventually. It may not happen.
Okay, let me ask you a question. When did you, give me an example of how you were targeted. I'm not going to take too much time with this, but give me an example of how you were targeted. Give me an example, something that actually happened.
So it started in 2016. So I'll tell you that. And so it's been up into this present time. So an example would be, as soon as I leave my apartment, there's something called coordinated entry and exit. And so then as soon as I leave every day, no matter what time of day it is, there's someone that comes out. I might go for a walk, and then there's people who walk by me and spit in front of me. And what I'm saying, like, if that happened like one or two times one or two times a month or something, I might not trip off of it. But I'm talking about essentially every time you leave your home, someone's doing something like that. People getting in their cars, doing like, screeching in front of you. And again, if that happened to me once, every 3 months, I wouldn't trip off of it. But I'm talking about essentially every time you leave your apartment. I'll walk by someone and they'll give me, they'll curse at me under their breath.
Let me ask you a question. How many hours a day do you spend on the computer?
Generally not very much.
What's not very much to you? I mean, I could ask my child that, and she'll say not much in the 16 hours. How many hours are you on the computer or phone a day, or watching TV?
I would say maybe 3 or 4.
Okay. And what are you doing for the rest of the time?
Well, generally just working and cleaning, and like I said, I go out for walks, although it gets
Do you have friends? Do you have friends?
I do, but they don't live in the same state.
So you're essentially alone most of the day.
Except for when I'm working.
Okay, you're working. Okay, so where do you work? Do you work from home?
No, I'm a teacher.
Okay, so you're around children all day.
Generally, yeah.
Okay, so you ever heard of those? There's this thing I used to laugh at when I became a mom, right? And this is real shit. Now, I don't know what the research is behind this, but just listen to me with an open mind. When I became a mom, essentially this is my first child. She ain't got no siblings, so I got to figure out how to make relationships with other moms, so my child could play with their child. When I got to these play dates or these groups, what I noticed is that women who spend all day with children typically act like children. They talk like children. They mimic childlike behavior. They're paranoid. They're anxious, right? This is a real thing. And I don't know if anybody has ever did any research on this. But I noticed the more that I hung around them, I'm more of a relaxed mom. I'm like, yeah, my child just sitting around here playing. But when I see a lot of people who are around children for a living, whether they're teachers, not the teachers I grew up with, teachers I grew up with was smoking crack. They still smoking crack, still at the same schools. But these mom groups, right? Or, you know, when you go into the classroom, these teachers who don't have children, and then their only means of communication a day is through the mind of a child. It's a real issue because you have to understand when you don't have outside relationships and your friends are away and you're in the house and then you're communicating with kids and you're taught to protect kids all day. And, you know, you have to worry about if school shooters and shit are coming in and how these kids are relating to you. It fucks with you mentally. Like you're not developing. You're not publicly aware of your surroundings and what's going on and how to tell. And so here's what I'm gonna say to you. I'm not saying that what you're saying is crazy or it sounds like you have something mental going on. What I'm saying is I feel that you're spending too much time alone and you're spending too much time around children and you're not developing yourself as an adult. And so these things like this, it's sort of borderline paranoia. I personally feel that someone screeching their car or spitting in front of you because you're hyper focused, you're very detailed. Most teachers are control freaks. I think that you need some therapy.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone could probably use some, and I've had some.
I go to listen. I was in therapy. I was in therapy 12 years straight.
So do you not?
What I'm saying is,
no, and I understand. I mean, I don't mean to cut you off, but I was listening when you spoke, and I just don't. This is not what's. I understand, and I take it all in, and I appreciate it. But my question is, do you not think that stalking is an issue? Do you not think
stalking
that Go ahead.
And I don't mean to cut you off only because I have, you know, we have a lot of people waiting and stuff like that. Stalking is a real issue and it gets done by real people. Like you can say, hey, that person is stalking me. But if you can't pinpoint who's stalking you and you're telling yourself that somebody's stalking me, but I can't quite put my finger on it. Maybe it's an organization, maybe it's an entity. Even the way you're speaking to me now, you're speaking to me as if you're speaking to a child. I've seen it. No. You're not. It's not disrespectful. I'm not saying that you're being disrespectful. What I'm saying is it's your communication. It's the way your thoughts are processing. It's the way you communicate as a whole because you're not around adults all day.
So are you saying that I'm talking like my vocabulary is like a child, or is that what you're saying?
How can I put this? And then I'm gonna end it here.
Okay.
When you speak to children, you speak slow, right? So they understand what you're saying. And you over-explain things. You analyze things. You compartmentalize things. I'm doing it right now to you. And you're able to understand me because of the way that I'm speaking to you right now. This is how you communicate. So what I'm saying to you is you're not developing as an adult because you're around children all day. And then you're not around adults. And so when you do have things like this going on, you don't have a friend to tell you, I think you overthink it a little bit, or I think you may be over processing that a little bit. I think you may be reading too much news or too many newspapers and stuff like that. Because if you can't pinpoint a specific person stalking you, then that's a problem.
No, I understand. I hear what you're saying, but I didn't say I couldn't pinpoint a specific person. There are specific persons, but it's, you know, stalking by proxy is a real thing. But I mean, I appreciate your insight and I'll take it in. And like you said, I don't want to hold up your line. You want to get on to something else another question, but I appreciate it. Thank you so much for your time.
And I thank you. Thank you, Ms. Billy. And email me if you want to get more because I know I don't have a lot of time here because I got people waiting, but email me if it's something that I'm not getting, because I do truly want to understand, but I only have so much time to like really kind of figure it out. And I'm a very practical person. Like me, I could tell you who was stalking me, what they did, how they did it. I'm being talked about on the internet all day, every day. I can say conspiracy wise, there's a thing to take me down, but in reality, I have to go based off of reality, we have to switch between that. Yes, we get in our thoughts and things, and we notice patterns and things like that, but we still have to live every day. We still have to daily live, and we can't allow this to hinder our daily lives. And I feel that this is hindering your daily life to the point where you're moving and you can't pinpoint what's going on, which means you are allowing it to overtake you, which means you are existing too much in your head.
All right. Well, thanks
around
so
children.
No.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
Thank you
so much, Billy. All right. Okay. Hey, no question's a dumb question. Okay. And if I can't ask some shit, I'm telling you. All right. Somebody said, I love it here. Y'all crazy. All right. Remember, this is happy hour. All right. After we're done here, we're going to head over to TashaKLive.com. We got celebrity topics on deck. Okay. Definitely going to be diving into this Erica Miller situation a little more. Also going to be talking about the young woman who got hit in the face by a brick. I'm just tired of this. Okay. I'm tired of this. We got a full list of celebrity gossip plus real world topics. We will be airing and discussing on TashaKLive.com. I don't know what time yet. I'll know that time in a minute because I'm not sure how long this live is going to go. We're an hour and 15 in, so probably like 45 more minutes. And then after that, and then I'm on West Coast time, so I really don't know East Coast time, and I don't want to throw out of time, okay? So just give me a second. We'll have it, all right? Remember, email me if you want your question read, okay? Let me know if you want to be anonymous or not anonymous. All right. This is the bootleg DVD version, street version of Unwind with Tasha K. All right. And remember, we ain't got much time. So please, guys, have your questions ready to go. All right. So I'm going to read a question here because I went through two. And then Jennifer Yeeki, Tastes Like Mocha, Lily Unstoppable, Roz Touré, Ronnie Light, and King Luxury. You guys are next. Okay. So just hold tight. And if I say your name, I'm taking your question. All right, so I hope you guys are enjoying the show. Please like this, please share this, okay? And please offer your advice in the chat. Because if I'm crazy and I'm not like really getting it, that's what y'all are here for. That's what happy hour is for, y'all. Okay, I don't know everything and I don't pretend to know everything. Nah. Okay, now this is interesting here. So, my question is, how did you make it to 17 years of marriage? I've been with this guy for 3 years and we've known each other for 10 years. Now, this is the first time I'm reading these questions, guys. So I'm reading them with y'all. So I'm not pre-picking questions. But if I see YouTube in here, I definitely scroll past, okay? But recently we haven't talked in a month because we're arguing. The argument is over the fact that he sent me to the hospital after he ruptured a cyst in my ovaries. How the fuck you do that? Wait a minute. How did he rupture a cyst in your ovaries? And he didn't come see me in the hospital and barely even check on me since. His excuse is that he stays with his baby mama and he has to tend to his kids. Am I dumb? Or is this just something that happens in reality relationships? What would you do and how do I get to 17 plus years? I love you so much. Even if you don't read this on live, I just want to say I love you, Wino for life. Let me read this one more time, y'all. Hold on for a second. How did you make it to 17 years of marriage? Well, we're married. 1. Okay, so you're not married to him. 2, I've been with this guy for 3 years and we've known each other for 10 and you're not married. Again, we recently haven't talked in a month because we're arguing. The argument is over the fact that he sent me to the hospital after he ruptured a cyst in my ovaries. How do you rupture somebody's cyst in their ovaries? How do you do that? How was he able to read? Did he hit you? Did he kick you? Or was that his dick? Child. If he giving hysterectomies, you don't need to be there. His excuse is that he stays with his baby mama and he has to tend to his kids. Am I dumb or is this just something that happens in reality and relationships? You are a side bitch. You're a side bitch of 13 years. Mm-hmm. And not only are you a side bitch, you can't even see that you're a side bitch, which is really sad. Men that are in relationships take care of their wives, just like wives or boyfriends or girlfriends take care of their boyfriends. When you're in the hospital, he's supposed to be there. If his kids weren't sick, he was supposed to be with you. But he's in a relationship with the baby mother. That's why he wasn't with you. That's why. What was he going to tell the baby mother? He had to come stay the night with you after he bust your gut open? And I'm sure somebody at the hospital knew who he was. Why y'all ain't tell me I had on 2 different earrings? Y'all know I'm sleepy. Why didn't you tell me I had on 2 different earrings? Shit, talking about this the style. What the hell? Ain't nobody say shit. Listen, girl, you are a side bitch, and you're not gonna make it to 17 years of marriage. You got to get married first. You got to become a girlfriend first, an only girlfriend, not a main girlfriend, or only girlfriend. And then you got to get married. And then through the marriage, you got to see if he's willing to take care of you, which for what? For sick or for poor, worse, richer or poor, for sick or death, do you part? This is you already apart, and you almost died. Moving on. I know. I don't want no man busting my guts like that. He giving hysterectomies. He giving hysterectomies on the spot. Okay, so y'all told me to read the question again. I'm gonna read it, then y'all can do the chest, and we're gonna move on. Okay. How did we make it? How did you make it to 17 years of marriage? I've been with my guy for 3 years, and we've known each other for 10 years. But recently, we haven't talked in a month because we're arguing. The argument is over the fact that he sent me to the hospital after he ruptured a cyst in my ovaries. And he didn't come see me in the hospital and barely checked on me since. His excuse is that he stays with his baby mama and he has to tend to his kids. Am I being dumb? Or is this just something that happens in reality of relationships? What would you do? And how do I get to 17 plus years of marriage? I just add to that, I done been in the hospital 2-3 times, okay, including abortions and stuff like that. And Sheck has been there every time. He ain't never missed no appointment, okay? He done changed dresses and all types of shit, wiped my ass, everything, okay? So that helps too. All right, Jennifer, Yankee, where you calling from, baby?
Hi, honey, Indiana.
Hi,
First of all, I have to say I love you. I never miss you.
Oh, I love you too, baby. Where you calling from?
Indiana.
Okay. What's your question?
It's about family.
What's going on?
4 years ago, my daughter was riding her motorcycle and was hit head on by a drunk driver.
I'm sorry about that.
To this day, I mean, I almost lost her, but, you know, God saved her. And to this day, she's still having surgery. Now, the reason I brought that up, I have 8 brothers and sisters and a mother. In June, I had some pretty extensive surgery done, and I almost passed away.
I'm sorry. I'm glad you're still here.
Me too.
Want to do it, child? But go ahead.
And I'm a smoker. And I quit for a little while, but I went back to it. But here's my question. My family won't talk to me because of it. But my sister has gotten 2 DUIs in the last few months. And they're all gathering around her like, you know, poor her, poor her. Bullshit. She chose to drink and drive. And I'm mad about that because, like I said, it was a drunk driver that hit my daughter and almost killed her.
What do you smoke?
What do you mean?
What do you smoke?
Cigarettes.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
But I don't drink or nothing. My brother smokes and has had 7 heart attacks, and he drinks too. And he's okay. But it's just they've ignored me since I started smoking again.
Well, how bad were you sick though?
I had carotid surgery done. I had a subclavian. I had a graft, and I had a stent put in my arm. But I wound up getting pneumonia is what did it.
So they had to take care of you pretty much.
No, I was in the hospital the whole time.
They didn't come see you or take care of you or nothing?
They came up there when the hospital called and told them that I wasn't going to make it.
So they were coming up there for the will.
They ain't in my will.
That's probably why That's probably why they ain't showed back up. Listen, and you never know the reason they gather around the sisters because they probably got a life insurance policy on her. They want to make sure she dead. Okay, go ahead. I was, that's kind of hard to really pinpoint. Like, you want your family to be there for you, but do you really want them to be there for you? I mean, you saying they won't talk to you because you back smoking and stuff like that? Is that really what it is?
Yeah.
So they said, we're not going to talk to you because you're smoking after you just almost died.
Yes.
It sounds like tough love to me. They don't want to see you die. Did the doctor say you had to quit smoking?
No, he said I had to cut down, which I have.
So is your family more important than cigarettes? Or is your cigarettes more important than family?
Well, my daughters are okay with it.
Is your family more important than cigarettes? Or is your cigarettes more important than family? It sounds like your cigarettes is more important than everybody to you.
No, it's just they've done some stuff in the past that has been really wrong.
But what does that got to do with you smoking cigarettes after the doctor told you your ass ain't supposed to be smoking after you done had all them surgeries?
No, he told me to cut down. And I'd have cut down.
Stop. He meant stop. There ain't no such thing as cutting down on cigarettes.
Yeah.
Come on. Listen, I think your family want the best for you and they're not asking you to do anything that's going to kill you. So to me, that's love. And I really think, if the doctor's telling you to stop, I don't think he said cut down. He probably told you to stop and you was like, well, I'm addicted. So cut down. Cut down means stop. Cut back because it's going to kill you. They don't want to see that happen. And so they're exercising tough love. And I don't think your family should be made to choose you over, or the cigarettes. Like, you shouldn't be choosing the cigarettes over your family.
Right. But what about the rest of them?
Fuck them. How you know they really love them people? They still letting them drink and drive and shit. You never know. They probably got life insurance policies on them. You don't know what people are going on. But they want you here.
Yeah, but it just upsets me because, like I said, my brother's had 7 heart attacks and he still smokes and drinks and they talk to him. And then my sister with the 2 DUIs.
Well, maybe
she could kill somebody.
You're the person in the family they want around. It was like my auntie. I loved her to death. She raised me. She gave me advice, but I got so mad at her that she didn't stop, eating sugar and drinking Diet Cokes and shit. And she had open heart surgery and amputated legs and all types of shit. And I stopped talking to her. And I wish that I hadn't stopped talking to her because I just wanted her to get better, but I couldn't watch her die like that. You see what I'm saying? Don't do that. Like your family is more important than cigarettes.
Yeah, but it just seems unfair to me that they're singling me out and they're okay with the other 2.
It's no different than a mother having to put her own son out the house and lock the doors because he smoked crack and won't stop. And he keeps stealing her shit to go buy crack.
Yeah.
That's all they doing.
Okay.
I love you, Jennifer. Thank you.
I love you too.
You smoking for me?
Pardon me?
Will you stop smoking if I ask you to stop smoking?
Yes.
Stop smoking. And you better call me back in a month. Go on, get you some patches now.
I can't wear the patches because I have heart disease.
Okay, that's why you need to stop smoking. Your heart.
I know. It's the only thing that I've never been able to quit.
You can quit. You telling your mind that you can't quit. You can quit. My grandma was smoking at 66 when she got lung cancer and they had to take a half of her lung out. And they said she wanted the other half. She had to stop smoking. She did that.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I will.
Okay.
I will.
All right.
And I will call you back in a month.
You better call me back in a month.
Okay.
All right.
Love you, girl.
You too. How the hell she can't take nicotine patches but can take cigarettes? What the fuck? I'm sorry, Miss Jo. I love old country people. I do. I love old country. She said I can't have nicotine patches because I got heart disease. Well, you can have cigarettes either. The hell? smoking. Shaking in the background talking about no. Yeah. Y'all don't even know shake me with all the shit. Y'all don't even talking about nope. All right. Tastes like mocha. What's your name, baby? Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Virginia Beach, Virginia. Hey.
How you doing, baby? What's your question?
Okay, my question is, I got married 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
My husband has a daughter.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of the things that made me want to be with him because I didn't want kids.
Mm.
So now that we married, he
Mm-hmm.
wanted a kid.
Mm.
He agreed to not have a kid.
Mm-hmm.
But he been getting on my last nerve.
Mm.
So hold up, I'm gonna be honest.
Mm-hmm.
So for the first year, we argued about it. And then I told him we'll try.
Mm-hmm.
I never told him that I was on birth control the entire year. But I went off. So if I'm not pregnant now, which I'm a month late, am I being selfish? If I'm not pregnant, I go to him and tell him, hell no, we're not doing this. Am I being selfish?
You don't want no babies?
No, not really.
You shouldn't have no babies.
Okay.
I don't give a shit who don't like it, because the only person that's gonna suffer is that baby.
Okay. Because I thought, I was sitting here thinking, and I'm like, all right, maybe.
And you need to make him understand that. You need to make him understand that, because just because he knew the deal when you met him, and you can't make someone do something that they don't want to do, and they may not necessarily be good at it. And then when that baby arrives and you don't connect with that baby like other mothers should, he gonna be looking at you sideways. No.
Well, see, that's not the reason why I don't want. I always wanted kids. It's just the fact that I have sickle cell, so it was kind of like.
Oh, you don't want to die, child. No, exactly. And then you don't want your kid to have sickle cell.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, no, ma'am. I agree.
Thank you, Tasha.
But you may be pregnant, child. So what you gonna do? And what state you in?
I'm in Virginia.
Shit, I don't think that's Commonwealth, baby. You gonna have to carry that child. Yeah. Just take a trip to Mexico. Just don't tell.
Oh Lord. I mean, it is what it is at this point, but I just wanted to make sure I'm not being selfish.
No, I think you have valid reasons for not wanting a child like that. Like, I got a friend that I grew up with. Her, everybody in her damn family, mama, daddy, everybody got sickle cell, and she got it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Nobody lived past 50.
Yeah.
Always in crisis, always in the hospital and stuff like that. That's a lot on your body too. Nah, hell no. Tell him, can he have a sister wife and go get a baby if he want one that damn bad? I ask his first baby mama to have another baby.
Yeah. He don't want that. He want one with me, and I don't really care for it, to be honest.
So he asking you to do something you don't want to. No.
Not on my body. I don't mind the kid. I love children.
Then do a surrogate.
Hell no.
I
said the same thing.
Do a surrogate. Like, you can't put your life at risk like that. That's crazy. No.
Yeah, and then he had the nerve to sit here and tell me that, oh, well, if it come down to you or the baby, fuck that baby. So it's like, boy, get out my face with this mess.
He trying to trap you, child. Make sure he ain't took out no life insurance. Tight round here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Okay, mama.
All
right, bye-bye. But you pregnant, though. You pregnant.
Oh, Lord. No.
You are. Bye. All right. We got another question real quick. So, and then, guys, we're going to do Ronnie, Lover of the South, Golden Queen H, Roz Teray, and King Luxury. And I don't know if we did Lily Unstoppable. It sounds like we should. And y'all remember, guys, please put your, if you got your tickets to our October 20th live wine, gossip, and comedy show in Miami, and y'all coming to see me live on stage, okay? Please put the ticket emoji in the chat and let everybody know where you're going to be at October 20th of this year. Getting fucked up downtown Miami, all right? Next question. Question about Stank Fine Man. Now, this is the title. So I met this fine dude in the gym. We went on a date and I hit it off. So boom, we talked and dated a little while before we did the do. But when we did, he literally tasted his own cum. No, for real, he tastes his own cum. On top of that, he's a vegan, and it had a small smell. I thought maybe it was just an oopsie daisy after working out. So boom, because his bed was so good, we did it again. There was still a smell. Unfortunately, I want to know if I should cut his fine business-minded stank behind off. Like, if I do keep him, do I tell him to just detox or what? Help. Let me read this one more time. And this is going to be the last written question that I take. And then I'm going to take the video. And then we're going to head over to TashaKLive.com for our celebrity gossip portion of the show. If you want to see that, subscribe to TashaKLive.com via the website. We'll see you there. Okay, so I'm going to read it one more time. So I met this fine guy, dude, in the gym. We went on a date and hit it off. So boom, we talked and dated a little while before we did the do. But when we did, he literally tasted his own cum. No, for real, he tastes his own cum. On top of that, he is vegan and had a small smell. I thought it maybe was just an oopsie daisy after working out. So boom, because his bed was so good, we did it again. There was still a smell. Unfortunately, I want to know if I should cut his fine business-minded stank behind off. Like, if I do keep him around, do I tell him to just detox or what? Help? There's a lot going on here. Okay. There's a couple things going on here. What are you laughing about? Shaq over here dying. A nigga takes his own cum. That would scare me. And here's why. I remember before Shay, there was a guy, and he freaked me out. He did. And this was the first time, right? Matter of fact, first time ever, right? And so, I met him, and it was the first time. And he did something that freaked me out. He stuck his finger in my butt, pulled it out, licked it. I said, now, I don't know. Most women may be turned on by that, but the simple fact that I had just met him and he did that, that told me that he was doing that to everybody, right? Like, that's how my mind works. I'm just like, there's certain things you do with people that you love, that you trust. I didn't know, man. And then was trying to go in without a rubber. I said, no, you're not going in at all. Okay, I didn't play that. I'm sorry, I did not play that. Okay? But, yeah, and, I don't know. It went right in. Like, he was like, boom, pulled it out and licked. I said, oh, wow. Whoa. Cut it. That session ended immediately. Okay? Immediately. Because you just met him and he's doing that. Like, he's eating his own cum. Like, do you eat your own cum? Like, that's no. So I don't even want to kiss. Like, when you're down there, like, I'm very clean. Go brush your teeth. You know what I'm saying? Vice versa. You know, and I know there's some men that don't mind, like, you sucking them off, you know, and then you kissing them and stuff like that. I get that part. That's with the cum thing, like the man eating his own cum, like, and then it stank on top of it. What is wrong with you people? What is wrong? Now, the smell could be literally from vitamins and shit that he's taking. That's true. So I think that could be easily fixed. It's the vegan diet, some herbs and vitamins and shit. That's what that is. Just like when you poop and you take too many vitamins and your poops come out smell like metal and iron and shit. Yes, that's what that is. Okay. But the eating the calm part, sweetie, that's borderline gay. That means he like calm. And this is not the first time he's tasted his cum or anybody else cum. And usually men that are so good in bed on the first date and they don't know your body is because they are hypersexual, metrosexual, and they get it. And those are the motherfuckers you need to be scared of. They give you AIDS. Okay? They give you AIDS. That's a real thing. The calm smell, that's a real thing, okay? Yes. All right, moving on. Y'all. Remember, right after this live, we head over to TashaKLive.com, okay, for the celebrity gossip portion of the show. Let me tell y'all who we got, because we got like 20 minutes left in this show, okay? All right, let me tell y'all who we're going to be talking about over there on TashaKLive.com. And I still haven't seen no ticket emojis for people who got tickets to our October 20th live wine, gossip, and comedy show, okay? Definitely going to be talking about the woman that was hit in the face with the brick. Also, more on Beyonce, Tina Knowles, and Tyler Perry. Young Dolph's baby mama is taking to social media with the song, okay? Blueface, Krishan, Carlissa, and Jalen. K. Michelle is back. Portia and Simon. Erica Minner fired, okay? I guess Mona got my message, okay? YSL Polo acting crazy. Pastor outed for being gay. He had to come and make a public service announcement. Kanye West and his wife being banned from Italy. And last but not least, I believe we also got Priscilla Presley saying that Elvis didn't fuck her when she was 14 and he was 24. All you got to do is do the age of the baby. So she said they did not have sex till she was of age. It was more of a conversation. Yeah. So all that more coming up right after this in 20 minutes on TashaKLive.com. Okay. So hold on for a second. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay. All right. So, okay. This is a lot. Ronnie, where you calling from?
Hey, Tasha, I'm calling from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Everybody from North Carolina. Like I said, last week everybody was from Texas. Today, everybody from North Carolina. What's going on?
Nothing much. I don't really have a question. I just wanted to show some love. I've recently became a wino after like maybe 2 years of watching your show daily after work. I get my wine
you
ready.
Just subscribed after 2 years?
No. I'm freshly new to this, so it's been 2 years of watching you.
Watching you?
Well, watching your show every day. Catching the latest wine.
Thank
like
you.
It's daily. It's to the point my friends come over, they can't stand it because I put you on the screen.
Oh, they hate us.
It's haters.
They hate us. Thank you. So you ain't got no question or nothing?
No, I just wanted to show some love.
You coming to the October 20th show in Miami? You know you need that trip in October. It's gonna be cold in North Carolina.
Of course, I already got my tickets.
That's what I'm talking about. Wino Nation. Let's get it.
All right,
and bring your friends too. I guarantee you they'll become a wino as well. Because that's what happened in Atlanta. People was like, where we going? And they was +1s and now they waiting to take a picture when they were done. I was like, look at y'all. Look at this.
Right. And they love to say it's mess. I feel like you keep the reality of situations. You say everything that everybody is scared to say.
Oh, thank you. I love it. I'm gonna keep doing it. So don't you worry, okay? So I'll see you in October.
I come home from work looking for you.
Oh, we're trying to move. I'm moving the show to 5 days a week. Okay, we're just trying to settle on a time where I can do it because I have other things that are adding.
Whatever works for you, the true fans are going to be right there supporting.
I know, but we this has been a long time coming. 5 days a week, so that's it right there. 5 days, And so we just got to make sure that we can honor that time, and everything else to be scheduled after that. Nobody's interrupting nothing but God. You understand?
Amen.
So, but thank you so much, Ronnie. I love you.
Of course, keep doing what you're doing. I love it. It's empowering. It's motivating. It's Black excellence.
Yes, I love it. Okay. Bye, baby.
All right. Thank you, Tasha.
Okay. All right. Okay, lover of the South. Where you calling from?
Hi, can you hear me?
I can.
Hey, I'm from Charleston, South Carolina.
Okay. And so what's your name, though? What's your name? That's all.
It's Portia. Yeah, it's
okay, fine. Portia.
No, I'm trying to prepare myself. I'm nervous, but I know you're gonna get on me. I'm gonna tell you now because I've been
watching.
Oh
Lord, what is it? What is it?
It's a business question, and I just know you're gonna get on me because I try not to miss your live. Sometimes I don't catch them, but there was one live you did that was it was two of them that were extremely inspiring, and you was cursing a lot. You was going off, and I had my mother here, and she's not into the whole business thing. I'm into history, Black history. So she is one of those people where I come from a family of entrepreneurs, but during segregation, things switched over where they pushed you more to get a job and stuff like that. Versus my grandparents and those before them, they had businesses, things like that. So I guess that gene has hit me, and she does not understand that. But anyway, you did a live and you said, where the F where are the entrepreneurs at? And it was so real. And you were saying that you don't want to get dressed and go to the bodega and get something from the bodega. You're trying to go against the hall. Where's all the small entrepreneurs at? I don't know if you remember that live.
I do remember because I do talk about the bodega experience when I'm talking to entrepreneurs. So I think I know where you're going with it.
Yeah, but so. And then there was another live where I was telling you that I had a few followers. You didn't talk to anybody on that live, but you were kind of preaching a little bit. And I was like, let me shut up because you saw the comment. So, because I was like, I got this many followers. But anyway, I have a business. I just got the information back that I trademark it. And I wanted to know, what can I do to get over the fear of marketing it? I feel like people are going to look at it as dumb. And it means a lot to me because growing up, I come from a big family. I'm my mom's only child, but she comes from a big family. Everybody has such a big personality, and I'm more so shyer. So I don't share my social media with my family. I don't even put my name or anything on it. So when they
then ain't bad shit you don't put your name on.
Well, my business name, but not my family. Like, I don't tell them anything because they look at me more so as mute, and I'm already insecure. But anyway, it's a history business. I like to share history, and people tend to like that a lot. And today, this is where you're going to come because you're always about marketing. I got a notification today that my TikTok just hit 100,000, and then my Instagram, I think I'm at right at 76,000. So I want to know, what can I do to market? Like, they love the history, but how can I market the history? My goal is to share the history. I'm a former teacher.
Are you saying how can you market or how can you monetize? Because the marketing is already working. So if you got 100,000 on TikTok and 70 on Instagram, the marketing is already working. So are you saying how to monetize it?
Yeah, more so how to monetize it and get out of this fear of people thinking it's stupid to put history on merchandise.
Okay, so this is a YouTube question. However, I will just answer this.
Oh, it is? Okay, sorry.
It is. However, I'll just answer this. There's a guy called the nerd the nerd writer. Study his channel. He markets history. He monetizes it and everything. That's exactly. He already has the blueprint. Follow his blueprint. You will make some money.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. All right. No problem. Okay. Y'all know it's gonna be one that's asking Roz, what's going on? Hello, Roz. Roz.
Yes.
Okay. Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Boston, Massachusetts.
Okay, shout out to Boston. What's your question?
I just wanted to ask you how I can find somebody more serious and available for me, because I have a hard time. Like, I find people, but I just can't keep them. I usually, the problem would be that they end up getting jealous of me because of my status, or and I'm not even a big deal like that. You know what I mean? But I am. So I just wanted to know what I have to do to find somebody on my level and keep them.
Okay, when you say on your level, you talking about a relationship like with a man?
Yes.
So you want a relationship with a man, and you said the men get jealous of you.
Yes. Like, I feel like it's probably the type of men that I'm dealing with, but that's all we have in Boston. Like, I haven't found, like, how can I put it? I'm a nurse. And I have like a really nice background. Like, I'm from African parents who raised me right, and I do everything the way I treat people the way they want to be treated, basically. So
Do
I
you
just want to know how I can find somebody on
do
my
you
level.
do you treat them how they want to be treated? Because if you treated them that way, they wouldn't be leaving. So,
What I feel like I do.
well, you ever okay? Are you spiritual?
Yes, I am.
Okay, but do you spiritually follow your intuition?
Sometimes I do.
Okay,
I mean,
so
go ahead.
no. I'm just asking. Do you really spiritually follow your intuition? Because that's how you can't say I treat people that how I want to be treated, and then the people don't stay around. So obviously, it's not them; it's you.
Okay. Because I was thinking that maybe I'm just not choosing the right people.
Or it could be that you're arrogant
Okay.
because you started off this conversation real arrogant.
Okay, sorry.
No, I'm just saying, like I'm not dating you. I'm not marrying you. I'm just telling you, sister to sister. You started off the conversation saying what you do, and people are jealous of you, and you're a
Mm-hmm.
nurse. Okay, so what is it about being a nurse that people are jealous of? There are nurses all around the country. So why would men be jealous that you're a nurse?
Well, I'm not really saying that people are jealous of me because of that, but I am saying that I have a good heart. I'm a good person.
People
I
that
didn't start
say
off
they
the
have a good heart and
conversation.
are a good person are the worst people in the world.
Well, I don't know. That's your opinion, but like, I feel that I am, and I honestly
If
treat
I
people.
have a good heart,
Yes.
let me stop you right there, Ross. If I have a good
Okay.
heart and I'm a good
Uh-huh.
person,
Mm-hmm.
people would want to be around me. They would stay around me because they would feel it. I wouldn't have to tell them. You lead. That's why I asked if you are a spiritual person, because
Yes,
and
I
do you think
am.
spiritually? Okay, but your spirit doesn't come through. Oh, I'm a good person and I have a good heart and I come from a good family or African roots and I'm this and I'm that. And so you're saying all of this, but you're not allowing that to come through you. If you are all of this, you don't have to say it. People can look and see where you work. People can
Okay,
see if you have a good heart. You let those people be the judge of your heart, not
I know
you.
what you're
Because
saying to me, but I'm okay. I wasn't always like this. People change me. Like, I've been like this ever since I had a stroke. I had a stroke in 2021.
I'm sorry to hear that.
And
I'm glad you're
it's
still
okay.
here.
Thank you.
I'm
And
glad you're
I'm
still
so
here.
happy. Thanks to God. I'm so happy to be alive talking to you. But I had a stroke in 2021, and I wasn't like this. I don't mean to be crying. I'm
Oh my God.
sorry.
No, you good.
I'm really,
Get it out.
I'm just emotional. But I had a stroke in 2021, and it opened up my eyes to where I lost all my friends. Like, I left all my friends alone because I was like, Rose, you need to be more confident. I wasn't confident. I'm just trying to be a little bit more confident than I was, because if you know who I am, before this, I had no confidence, zero confidence.
Okay, Lily. Take a deep breath. Take another deep breath. Whenever you find yourself getting like panicked like that or your adrenaline going, you need to stop wherever you are and you need to take 10 slow, deep breaths. Okay. You have to calm your nervous system because you don't want to give yourself another stroke.
Okay.
And what I said, it shouldn't have gotten you emotional like that. And nothing should get you emotional to the point where you're stressing and you're about to have, like, you've had a stroke and you seem like a fairly young woman and you shouldn't be having strokes, which means you're high strung because you're anxious.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Now, did you take your deep breaths?
Yes, I did.
All right.
I
We
feel
having a
better. Thank
conversation.
you.
We having a
Yes.
conversation. You good. You good. Just always relax.
Okay.
At the end of the day, like you want to be around. You don't want to have no more strokes. Okay.
Yeah.
And you
Yes.
say you got rid of all your friends, things that were probably ultimately stressing you out.
Right.
Okay. So stress is not a good thing for you.
No.
Okay. So you're coming off kind of aggressive, kind of
Yeah.
cocky as a way to protect yourself.
Yes.
Okay. You don't have to do all that.
Okay.
You don't have to please nobody but yourself. And you don't have to tell nobody that you have a good heart. You will
Okay.
attract what you are.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And I can tell that you a lot to deal with, but that's okay. So am I. So am I. So am I. Like, I'm not, and I have to constantly check myself because I could be a little too overbearing. I can come off too cocky. I can say all these things, but I can say these things, but if I'm not being these things and living these things, it doesn't mean anything. Okay. And what you need is to figure out who you are and what makes you happy. It sounds like you have things that you obtain that are great. You have a great job, you come from great parents, you have a great background, but you just can't seem to quite connect with people and you're wondering why they're not staying around because you haven't personally developed yourself. Because when you personally develop yourself, you don't have to sit up and say how much money you make, who you come from, where you come from. People are just going to want to be around you because they get a good feeling from being around you, not because of what they can get from you or what you have to offer. You hear me, Roz? 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 You take them deep breaths, right? Roz, hello? No, she's scaring me. I hope ain't nothing happened to her. Roz! Girl, if you don't say nothing, okay, I'm going to leave her up just in case. Okay? Just for a second. She may come back. Lily, how we doing? Let's see if Roz comes back. Hey, Lily, where you calling from?
Cleveland, Ohio.
Why you sound so low, baby? You okay? I can't barely hear you. What's going on? Who are you whispering? Why are you whispering?
Can you hear me better?
Barely. Yeah.
I have a low voice. I've just been crying a lot.
Why you been crying, baby? What's
And I'm
going
really
on?
nervous. I've been going through a lot. I'm a disabled single mom of 5.
Oh, wow.
And I literally raised them by myself. And I have multiple sclerosis. It got worse. And I'm battling law enforcement and just government officials. My rights was violated, and violated so bad that they came to my home multiple times and did things. And I'm reaching out to you for strength. I'm a natural. I don't take medication, and it's been overwhelming. And I'm trying to learn how to build my strength up naturally so I can fight and stand up for myself, because I feel like they keep coming for me because I'm not doing that. And they know that I actually have a lot of proof. So it wouldn't be hard. It's just that it's harder because a lot of places wouldn't help me or fight for me because it's against, law enforcement and different people of that nature. And I feel like it won't stop until I stand up. I'm working on moving because where I live at is where it happened. And I'm scared. Like, even living here is scary. So I'm trying to build that strength up so I can fight, because I can't sit back and let this happen. And I want my kids to see me stand up for myself.
Are your kids safe?
I At times I feel like we are. Most of the time I don't,
Okay.
because they come here.
Okay. I mean, so somebody is physically trying to harm y'all, is what you're saying.
Well, they sent people like children's service here saying I was abusing my kids. They came and took my car out my driveway illegally. Like, it just is gone. Where is it at? Nobody knows. Just things. Even when I was, talking to judges, telling them about the cop came to my house. He's like, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Huh? Just my lawyer told me that I have no rights and all this stuff and screaming at me. It's just so much happened, and I have proof of it. It's just, I'm scared. Even
Okay.
my tapes was doctored. Um, my tapes was missing for almost a year, and then they popped up, and then when I was able to see them, you could tell they was doctored. I think I was like carried in, because what happened was something was put into my drink. I passed out and was found in the parking lot. My car was sliced in half. A lot of stuff was missing off my car, but it was not at the scene. I feel like I wasn't in the car by myself. But, I think I really feel like a cop car might have hit me or something like that. I don't know, because I don't know why they would have want that car so bad. But they took my car. So I know it's a lot. It's a lot.
I know. I'm just trying to figure out, like, it seems like, okay, so these random things are happening to you.
Yes.
Okay, so your first priority would be to move away
Yes.
out of the state.
Yes.
And if it truly means, like, if you have like solid evidence, that you would find a lawyer to help you, but you have 5 children, right? And
Yes.
it sounds like you under a lot of stress.
Yes. I lost 20 pounds.
Right.
All
And
my hair falling
you
out.
can't be losing children and your hair falling out and you're trying to fight something and you don't have the resources and tools to fight it. The only thing you're supposed to be doing is making sure those kids has a mama that's level-headed and healthy. So priorities, okay? So what you need to do is figure out the game plan of how you're going to move you and your kids out the state, away from everything, settle in, focus, get them back stable, get yourself back healthy, and then revisit the situation if you want to. But it may be something you just need to let go and just leave.
But I lost. So I had a transportation business for 7 years. I had a lot of contract positions. I lost every single one because
And,
of this case.
and you can get
Can't
more.
get,
That's the beauty of being
everybody denied me.
no, that's the beauty of being an entrepreneur.
Mm-hmm.
One business may not work out, but you can always start another one.
Right.
So I had a transportation company years ago. I lost everything, filed bankruptcy. Here I am in the communication business. So just find another business that works. But you got to find another business that works for you, that keeps you healthy. Because right now, my only concern about you is just being healthy. If you losing weight and losing your hair, trying to fight a battle that you know you don't have the resources to fight, which it takes money, it takes energy, it takes patience. You a single mother of 5. You got to pick and choose your battles.
Yes.
Okay, so figure out how you're
Okay.
gonna move you and your kids, get somewhere where you can afford, you can get a job, and start another business.
I started another business, but because of this, my illness is like deteriorating fast. My health has been declining because I was in a car accident in December, which I wound up getting better from all the other stuff that happened. But I was in a car accident in December, and after the car accident, I wound up having more than 6 more lesions on my brain, and they was active. So when my doctor seen it, they was crying and stuff like that, because I haven't been on medicine for my MS in 9 years.
Okay, so yeah, so I'm not equipped to do this right now because you obviously
Okay.
have some medical issues going on. I'm thinking that you're going through things that we're going through, but what you're going through is medically. Lesions on the brain can affect how you mentally process and how your brain functions, how your body functions, and then you have MS, you know, you got to email me because I do know a couple of people that can get you in contact with some sources that can help you because it sounds like with you having MS and 5 kids and stuff, and people are sending social services to your houses because their main concern is whether or not you're capable of raising those kids in the
No,
condition.
they said, so even when they sent social services, they said whatever I do, they have my back. Because they said that when she came, they said that my kids wasn't in school the whole school year, but
No,
they're homeschooled.
no, they
And
don't. They don't have your back. They tell you anything
okay,
they want to hear from you, and you're not well right now. Okay.
okay.
All right. So email me unwindwithtashak@gmail.com, and I'll put you in contact with some sources that can help you. Okay.
Thank you. I
Thank you so much.
appreciate you so much because you have helped me through a lot. Like when I'm sad, I
Anytime.
come on here and I'm smiling. So thank you.
Anytime. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
You're
Okay.
welcome.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Y'all gotta remember, I'm not a doctor. Okay. I was in the ninth grade 3 years. I can give you advice on some life shit, but when it comes to that medical shit, it's only so much I can do. Think of me as a naturopath. You understand? I said a naturopathic way of life. Okay, I don't have no equipment, no social services, kids, all that shit. I don't have the resources to do that. Golden Queen H, how you doing, baby? What's your name and where you calling from? Hello, Golden.
Hey Tasha, sorry, I'm turning my TV down because I
It's
had you
okay.
on both.
It's
How
okay.
you doing, Tasha
I'm
K?
good. What's your name and where you calling from, baby?
I go by Golden. My name Heather though, but we live in Fayetteville, North Carolina. It's me and my mom here.
Do YouTube be picking demographics or something? They're gonna put live in North Carolina today and then Texas one day. That is crazy. Everybody calling from North Carolina. What's your question?
I heard that. Yes, a lot of people come from North Carolina, but we were calling in again just to show love and just tell you we love your content. We love watching you. We
Thank you.
support the Wano game. And my mom enjoys watching you so much. You be cracking her up. She says you remind her of her sister. We
Thank you
from New
so
Jersey,
much.
so all of our people is in Jersey. We somehow got down here, but yeah, you remind us a lot of her sister and my aunt.
Thank
But
you,
she
baby.
had a question for you. She
Okay, you
wants
got
to
a kind of
know.
you got a lot of background noise in the back. What's that noise?
That's her. Turn the phone down, Mama. They can hear it. Is that better?
Yeah, that's much better. What's your
All
question?
right. So she's in her 60s. She's, like physically disabled or whatnot, Social Security. And she's newly divorced. And she's trying to get back out in the dating game, have fun, spice up her life or whatnot, live the second half of her life and, enjoy it better
Mm-hmm.
than the first half. And so she was looking for advice on what you think it would be a good way to start to get her footing back as far as getting back into the dating scene and whatnot in her 60s and being someone that lives on like fixed income, slightly physically disabled.
What are her hobbies?
Well, she is very spiritual, so she likes to read her Bible and whatnot. She watch a lot of spiritual content. We watch we watch
Does she go anywhere?
movies.
Does she go anywhere?
She don't really go out too much, and we also don't have a lot of friends, her or me. So
Well,
it's
she got
hard
to go.
connecting with people because we think a little bit differently and operate a little bit differently from like a lot of people that live in this town. And so
Everybody think
making
and operate different. Every household is different.
yeah, that's true.
Okay, so what's the problem? You got to take your mama somewhere. You got to take her to the bingo hall. You got to take
Bingo.
her to church. You got to take her where she can do activities, her stuff, gardening down at the community center. Maybe she can volunteer and do some things, to
Mhm.
get out the house and meet people. But ain't no man finna come up and down and watch no soap operas with her all day and watch no spiritual things. She got to go outside and meet the man, and she'll meet somebody that's on her level, that's in the 60s, maybe got some physical ailments going on and things like that. But usually you can meet somebody like that at the bingo hall.
Yeah, and she's dated a few fellas or whatnot, and she tried to stay within her age, range or whatnot. And a lot of them have, they may have some
What you
ailments
doing?
or
What's
Social
all that
Security.
scratching in the background? What you doing, baby?
I don't know. I might be sitting on my mic or something. I got my headphones
Okay.
on. Do this sound a little better?
Yeah. The winos got a lot of advice too. They said take her on a cruise. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, we got to get out. We got to get out and start doing
Yeah.
things. And the
Take her
men though,
to the junior store to play her numbers and shit.
to play the numbers.
She play
She
numbers.
don't play no numbers now. No.
Okay. And then again, ain't nothing wrong with dating no young boys. Now they can go run some errands for her, things she can't do.
She said you could date younger, mama. They can run
Yes,
some
she
errands and do things that you can't do.
Yeah. And they can reach places she can't reach. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I think that's true because a lot of the men that she has met, and I've seen them in her age range, they looking for nurses and stuff. So these men don't like to go out and do nothing. They actually prefer to just sit up in the house and just kick back. Like they don't want to live, they don't want to get out. So the ones that she's dated, she feel like, they not doing enough. They don't want to live either. So she haven't had a lot of success finding like active men
Well,
that
she
want
can't
to.
find none if she ain't leaving the house, Golden.
Yeah, that's true. We not like invalids or anything. She go out here and there in different places, but not maybe as consistent as she should. So yeah, that's true.
And she can even join like LA Fitness. I don't know if y'all got an LA Fitness. They have a senior program where they do the senior swimming, the senior walking. They do the senior yoga classes and stuff. She need to get out and do some classes like that, and she'll meet some people.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay.
I will give her your advice.
Thank you, Mama.
Thank you.
Love
Have a
y'all.
good evening.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, we're going to take these last two. Okay, Naya and cousin Teet. And then we're going to end this live and head on over to TashaKLive.com. Okay, and remember, I don't see them tickets in the chat for people who don't purchase their tickets to the October 20th live wine, gossip, and comedy show to come see us. Okay, fuck up in person. All right, Naya, please tell me you ain't calling from North Carolina, child. The whole state done called. What's going on? Hello, Naya. I can't hear you, baby. Turn your mic on. All right, she may be having some issues, okay? Cousin Teet, how you doing? All right, she may be having some issues. Hello, Cousin Teet. What the hell going on? No, Cousin Teet. Some weird Hills Have Eyes shit going on right there. Okay, listen. Okay, Naya's back. Hey, Naya.
Hi, Tasha.
How you doing?
I'm good. Hey, beautiful. I just want to say, like,
Where you calling from?
North Carolina, Charlotte.
This is YouTube and the algorithm. I'm telling you, it was Texas last week.
I'm originally a New Yorker, though.
What's going on?
No, I just want to start the conversation because it's been getting a little sad. No shade, but Tasha, I really like how you've been glowing. I like your style. I see you doing your thing. You got some pieces you've been hitting. You've been on the gram. You got the looks. I don't know what it is, but you doing it and keep smiling. I actually got my wine too.
Yes.
And I actually have a hookah, but I'm not going to go there.
I just want to,
right. I just want to tell you that you glowing, Tasha, and everybody see it. Every time I look on the internet, I see you. I say, you know what? Tasha came up. She got that, your outfit, your looks. I'd be like, okay, Tasha, 2-piece and a biscuit. You doing your thing, Tasha. You definitely need to hear that. I don't really have nothing really much to say. You know, life is good. Everybody's going through something. So I definitely try to remember that. But Tasha, I just want to understand. I don't understand cancel culture. I just want to elaborate on it a little bit. I don't understand how they going after Erica Mena. Why didn't they go after Evelyn? Why didn't they cancel old girl B? Because all of them kind of remind me of each other. They've been coming at the Black community. You know, they like the Black men, but they always go low with us. Like, monkeys,
They in
this,
competition.
roaches,
They in competition with us.
Huh?
They in competition with us. That's why they go get their bodies done and shit like that. And they go get the men. They're trying to replace us. So they talk down on us. So yeah, that cancel culture is really not real.
It isn't, because it's selective cancel culture. Like 3 weeks ago, it was Lizzo.
Mm-hmm.
And now all of a sudden they want to let somebody who been acting the same since they've been acting the same since they've been acting the same. Mm-hmm. It's like, I'm not trying to belittle our networks, but I just don't like the imagery of Black women. Like I never really liked none of those shows. I just couldn't understand at the end that Shawnee O'Neal finessed the game. She would have passed it now she the first lady. Like, I don't get that. Like, you sat on TV and acted like you was the good one. You never gossip. And you let them all go at each other. So now that you marry, you finally off the show and you the first lady.
Child, that man.
But do you get where I'm coming from? Like, I don't understand it. It's like, why, like, the whatever
Please
her name is.
Me speak on that lady husband like that, because, I have my own.
No, I'm just saying, like, it took you to become the first lady to want to not be on the show no more. And can we please, I'm sick of Natalie Nunn, Miss Chin. Okay. I'm just sick of her too.
No, we about to head over to TashaKLive.com and we're gonna do our celebrity gossip portion of the show. I know that's what I'm known for, and I know y'all ready to sip, okay? Because we've been on here 2 hours. I get it.
All right, Tasha. Love you, but I just love how you've been glowing.
Thank you.
All right.
I'm in the gym, baby. I'm in the gym. I got love around me. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and you are blessed.
That's all that matters. My man ain't in the street.
Do Shaq got like brothers, cousins?
Yeah, girl, but they hoes. Now,
all right, Tasha, bye.
They ain't them kind of hoes though. They marry they women. So you just gotta get in line. So they have multiple wives and stuff. So
well, yeah, they are Muslim, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Bye, Tasha.
Bye. She can lit off that wine, child. Listen. Okay, we're gonna head on. What time is it? Hold on. What time is it where y'all at? Because it's late. I know it's late. Because I'm in LA. Hold on for a second. 8:16. So 8:30. Can we get it going at 8:30? 8:30, TashaKLive.com. Okay, 8:30 y'all time, West Coast, 6 o'clock. Okay, West Coast, 6 o'clock. All right. So we're gonna head on over. We're gonna do the celebrity gossip portion. We'll talk about Erica Mena and all the colorism and everything that y'all want to talk about. Okay, in depth. All right. Go ahead and subscribe to TashaKLive.com. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank y'all so much for just being so transparent and vulnerable. It is not easy to call and give your business. You know what I'm saying? I get that, and to and everybody to judge you and stuff like that. Remember, I'm not a doctor. Please don't constitute anything that I did as medical advice at all. Please seek your doctor, healthcare professional, psychologist, psychiatrist, or whatever it is that you need. Lawyer, or therefore, okay? I am none of that. I am just Tasha K, just a married woman who just love to talk, okay? And drink a little wine on the side. All right, and so listen, I love you guys so much. And I will see y'all back next Monday, okay, for happy hour. So y'all be here. Anybody that wrote in today and I didn't get to you, we'll definitely read it next week, okay? I hope y'all are enjoying this segment. I am. I love it. It's just low key and everything like that. And yes, we'll see y'all right now on TashaKLive.com at 8:30. And then I'll definitely see y'all back here Wednesday for some more celebrity gossip, okay? And with that being said, now I gotta go. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And remember, I was drinking the Inception today, man. It's got me cotton mouth, all right? I love Sauvignon Blanc and everything like that, but I don't like this one. But neither here nor there. It's still wine. I ain't finna throw it away, okay? Because I ain't got no money to buy nothing else. I love y'all, and I can't wait to see y'all October 20th. Miami, the Flamingo Bar Theater. The link is in the description box, okay? As well as in the chat. Purchase your tickets now to come see me live on stage for our first official Fuckery Friday wino weekend for some wine, gossip, and comedy and fuck shit. And now I gotta go. Bye. Now let me get on over here because I'm running my own bootleg DVD today, okay?